technique for everything.
That's a fact? According to who?
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
Anything you want to see be looked up, we can pull it up right there for you, baby.
Perfect.
It's nice and easy. Nice and easy. Welcome back, everybody. This is Bargoyles, episode 93. Back at it here again. This random stranger beside me, we'll introduce him later. He is a guest. But we have our hosts in building. Corporate Nick in office.
In the office.
I think that's what we're officially calling. I think in the office is great.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah, you kept pushing alley, and I was like, I don't know, in the alley just seems right.
No, it was just like off the head.
I get that. We're corner alley, location building. Yeah, and then speaking of corner,
I'll introduce your boy the Conte and the Cocos.
we knew it wasn't happening.
Coleslaw corner. You know, his side piece is welcome.
You want to try to say that for him real quick?
Coleslaw corner?
Yeah, welcome. My name's DeConte. Welcome to the Coleslaw Corner. Side pieces, welcome.
My name's DeConte. Welcome to the Coleslaw Corner. Side pieces, welcome.
One try. Over there in between the two cameras, you see him is our production assistant for today. That is John. You may recognize him from other episodes. He hasn't showed up yet. Just so you know. There you go.
I may fight to have him edited out in post.
Oh yeah. I told him to wear all green, but it didn't work out. Yeah. It didn't work out. There you go. Yeah, John, can you do the shots for us real quick while I introduce the guest? This here is Conte. What's his name?
This is Zay. Other might know him as Isaiah. He bartended here at the Bungalows house.
Yeah.
And as a server for many years.
Oh, yeah.
Server for many years, and now where are you at now?
I am living out in Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm in a bar called the Mad Apple Burger and Billiards.
Okay, we all heard that. Did you have was that a notification on your phone that just came through?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I heard a ping.
I don't know what it was.
You're like,
Mine's on vibrate.
Appleton. Bing.
I did hear that. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
I don't know
if it was
on
the-
vibrate.
Maybe the bottle hit. Which bottle is this again? You're out in Wisconsin.
What do you got there?
What is that?
Oh, you fucking asshole, bro. I literally called that shit.
Yes, you did. You called. Yeah, you did. I'll give you that.
Have you all tried this shit before or no?
No.
This is a big shot. I'm just letting you boys know.
I'm not happy
Yeah,
that
what
John's
the
pouring
fuck,
them.
John?
Yeah, I forgot.
bro.
I forgot. I should have specified.
Yeah, we don't really pour fat ones like
No,
that.
I'm telling you right now,
Yeah.
and I tell everybody this, like, there's like bad shots, and then like triple that is what Malört is.
Can you just type in like what is Malört first real quick? I did a little history, looked into it a lot of bit. This is by Jepson's Tobacco Store. Jepson is the guy who has made it. He was a tobacco store owner in Chicago area, I want to say. And if you know anything about a guy who owns a tobacco store, they don't have the taste of anything in their mouth because they've been chewing tobacco, they've been smoking tobacco. So he fell in love with this Swiss liquor, which was wormwood and neutral spirit. He decided to make his own concoction, his own recipe of it, named Carl Jepson's out of Chicago. So far, I've nailed everything. It's literally called the moth herb, but the herb itself that you're tasting is wormwood, which is disgusting. When it was first made, it was able to be referred to as like a tonic, kind of an aperitif. It is now referred to as the worst booze ever. I think one of the original slogans, and this is not a joke, I heard one of the original slogans is Jepson's Malört liqueur. 49 out of 50 not recommended.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Yes, it is a Swiss recipe that has made its way and become part of Chicago lore. I had it at a bar in San Diego, but it was a Chicago bar. You mentioned it last night around 2 a.m. And you know what I did? I woke up at 9 a.m. and drove to D.C. to find the one liquor store in D.C. that carries this.
Oh my God.
Shout out Snyder's. We love you. I'm not excited. I'm not excited for you boys.
I'm not either.
I know you got. If you got to say that's totally straight. We're hitting this, boys. All right. Cheers. If you cannot make a face, you win the game.
I'm not gonna say thank you for this.
All right. But shots are like handshakes.
Shots are like
Shots are like handshakes or punches to the face.
See, it starts not that bad, but then you get the herbs.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
It's
I
the
was
finish.
told actually
It's the
that
finish.
I thought it was distilled with dandelions, but I guess I am way off on that. You
we were.
you had a really
It tastes like
in-depth-
liquor and mustard.
Liquor and mustard.
Dude, it's
okay.
so
okay.
bad.
Yeah, it gets worse. Yeah,
yeah.
It doesn't start that bad. It doesn't.
Yeah,
they
no,
talk
it starts
about
really well.
finish it. You're like,
Oh,
It's all.
Well, Zay,
I did my best not to make a face, but
thanks for coming on the show, Zay. I
Appreciate
quit.
that. And he's out. And he's out. Nick is out of office. He's not in office hours currently. Yeah, that is rough. DeConte, please pull up my text message with John so we can pull up our first cocktail of the day. So, you're out in the Wisconsin area where they drink this for fun. That is garbage.
no, they don't.
Let's scroll up.
You send this to people that you don't like.
So that's John's
At a bar.
babysitter. That's Brooke, technically. No, go to the names and go scroll up. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So no, I heard it was something that like this. So in the Philippines, we've talked about this before. Balut. Do you know what balut is? It's like it's like a chicken egg that's like almost ready to be hatched, and then they boil it and eat it.
Yeah.
So
That's horrible.
We used to do it as warriors, quote unquote warriors, and like, oh yeah, it's a thing you have to do. But now we just do it. Stop there, perfect. We do that to people who are in town coming to visit. We're like, oh, hey, you have to. Hey, it'd be insulting if you don't try this, dog. You have to try this, and it's disgusting. What I hear is this is what you guys do to people when they come to visit you. You're like, oh yeah, you gotta try this Malört. It's a Wisconsin tradition. It's fucking a Chicago. You have to try it. My mouth is still watering. It's disgusting.
Dude, it's
Yeah. It's lingering.
I'm actually really happy that I made a decision to grab a second drink and get this freezing cold strawberry white claw.
Wicked smart. Wicked smart.
right. It just doesn't go away.
Because the other one I have is like
an extra
semi-room temp, and that would have really fucked it up. This being freezing cold,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't want to chase that with something warm. That would be.
I'm not
fucking
struggling
awful.
as bad because I literally just fucking
That's
chug that shit down.
yeah. I knew to just throw
I
it
try to
back.
not get it on my tongue.
I just, if I'm gonna be honest, if Isaiah, you and I make out right now, will I taste like one of your girlfriends back home? You're like, oh my god, Jessica. Oh my god, what the heck? I want to know. Don't you know? That's so stupid.
I've been told by a lot of people since moving to Wisconsin how much the way I speak has changed.
You
And
can
I
hear
feel
it.
like
Oh, we heard it. Yeah, we heard it today at Carrabba's. I forgot what he said, but he said something. I was like,
I heard it right away. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yep, that's that.
That's that.
those
That's
damn
it. That's the thing.
Midwesterners.
Yeah, I lived in
yeah.
D.C. for like over a year,
Yeah.
and by the time I came back home to like live back here, I was a Mo. Like I was,
You were saying, that's
I was
literally what I
a
was
straight
at.
up Mo. Like I had the whole accent. I'm like, oh god, this is not.
He was asking for mumbo sauce at McDonald's, which they had. They had
it
for a little bit.
Yeah, they were rocking that for a while.
Fraud.
Yeah. So, Isaiah, how do you know some of the people in here? Because you and DeConte are actually pretty close.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, how did you two know each other?
So Bungalows was actually what I consider my first job. I did. Yeah, you heard that again?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's him.
So, how do you know DeConte? You said you worked together with him there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I consider Bungalow to be probably my first like real job. The first actual job that I had, this place, New China, but I was very briefly there.
Oh, true. What'd you do in New China?
New China, I worked the cash register, take the calls, do all that. So my sister actually got me the job. My sister actually got me the job. At
I was about to say,
Bungalow, too.
after talking to her the other day, she takes it very well. She's like, I love getting people jobs. Like, if she knows somebody's going to be good for something, she like will bridge that gap. And shout out to you. You've gotten a lot of people jobs at your spot. Okay. So, and she also got you the job at Bungalows, you said?
Bungalows, yeah. Started when I was 17 as a host. And from there, did food running to kind of ease my way into serving. They had me running the expo line and stuff like that. Eventually did start serving. I felt like the man when I got into pool hall because that was like, that's where you wanted to be
Naturally
at
in that
Bungalows.
place. Yeah, that's where you want to be.
That's where you make the sales.
And somehow, by the time I turned 21, and the fact that I was definitely favorited a shit ton at that bar, I became a bartender. And I mean, but it was a blessing, and I'm very thankful for all the experience that I got through.
You're saying you got the opportunities of some people who maybe deserved it more?
100%. I swear to God. No, seriously, when I saw DeConte behind the bar, because I think this trip was the first time I've ever seen you behind the bar bartending. I was so happy because I promise you, DeConte, you are the most deserving person that I know who has moved up into that because you had been working hard for so long with that, and you were just consistent. You were always consistent. That's
Consistently late for work.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Okay.
that
nobody's
everybody knew.
Manager on deck. Manager
everybody
on
knew
deck.
Hey, that's the office, baby. That's office right there.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be consistent, you're gonna be consistent in
Not
something,
just late, like, very late.
You guys
for
want to see
work.
consistency? I'm gonna show up late all the time and expect that when I'm behind bar. Oh, okay, gotcha. What's your greatest weakness again? It's a weird answer. It's a weird answer. No, but continue glazing. Sorry.
And I'll humble it. I'll bring it back to earth.
I actually give a lot of credit, and I name drop you even in Wisconsin, to you being the one who taught me how to bartend. Big shout out to the Pocket 20.
Pocket 20, baby.
I get tipped extra. I swear I get tipped extra all the time because somebody will come up, you got change for a 20? Boom. They're like, how'd you do that? It was in my back pocket. You saw me pull it out.
Bargoyles, tip of the day. If you were behind bar, at specifically at a bar where you know you're making a lot of change, as we do for the pool hall, having $20 cash in your pocket in change, not quarters, 10, 5 ones, blows people's mind. And it's the most simple thing to do. Obviously, it's we've gone across time zones now. 1 hour away, they're still doing it out in Wisconsin. And so many times I've done that and someone's like, just told me the dollar. I'm like,
yeah.
It's the easy. Yeah, I mean, I've made a lot of easy dollars. That's one of the easiest dollars I've ever made. So, shout out Bargoyles tip of the day. I'm glad it's still going for you there.
Yeah, seriously.
And that's definitely a hard sell. And speaking of hard sells, we do have a cocktail here. This is a Malört hour, so I'm just letting you know.
You are an awful person.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So this is called the hard sell. This is why we sent John to the store earlier today, because I thought I had Saint Germain, which we didn't, which smells amazing. Didn't you see? The Saint Germain that you smelled?
Oh, yeah. That smells awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Conte, did you actually get a whiff of that?
No.
Yeah, John, here, hand this over to him. Thank you. Saint Germain is one of my favorite liqueurs. I call it bartender bacon because it goes with whiskey, it goes with gin, it goes with vodka, it goes with rum. It goes with everything. It's so good. Wow. It's elderflower liqueur. It is great. It's the only thing that's saving this fucking terrible, terrible Malört we've been drinking.
There's no way this tastes good.
So, I promise you, my boy John made it, and he works one shift every 3 months. So, it's gotta be good. It's got to be good.
I saw him shaking it and trying to pour it and stuff, and I was like, "Do you really do this, John?"
I literally might bartend more than John does.
He cosplays as a bartender, so But Conte, can you read the ingredients out actually in this for us?
Yeah. So we have a 0.7.
You don't gotta read, just what's in it.
Oh, just some.
He was going straight.
Yeah, I was going straight for the
Semicolon.
You might want to make it at home. You never know.
Yeah.
You can look it up.
So we have Malört Beefeater's gin, the Saint Germain's elderflower liqueur, some fresh lemon juice, and a bit of simple syrup.
And we didn't use simple. We used.
We didn't use Beefeaters either, right?
Yeah, we used Bombay. Yeah, we used Bombay. They said one of the recipes I found, they said any London dry. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I prefer Bombay.
Oh, true. Yeah.
When it comes to those, gin sucks to me anyway. True. But if I have to.
For the longest
Bombay,
time, Bombay was the #1 selling liqueur in the world for one reason only.
Wiz Khalifa?
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, because that's why I started drinking Bombay.
Oh, no. I mean, for 100 and something years.
Oh, word, okay.
They say it's because they advertise towards women and it's a blue bottle and there's over 100 eau de vie and botanicals and it smells real great. It might just be because of England and, their fucking dominant empire.
Yeah.
I realized, I was like, wait a second. I'm telling you. No, it was definitely just because England was fucked up and made everyone buy their shit. That might be it. But they say it's a beautiful bottle. It's got a woman on it and it was one of the first ones that was ever made and produced for women to buy. It's a beautiful bottle.
I've never taken a good look. I didn't even know that there was a woman on the bottle.
And then Grey Goose overtook it as the #1 seller because it was one of the first mass-produced liquors to introduce glycerin. Glucose. What is glucose?
Sugar?
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah. And it made it easier to drink, easier to sip, and people were like, yo, fuck gin. And then now gin's kind of making a comeback.
Pine needles.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going to bring up glucose on this. So.
Baby boy, I know a lot of weird things.
Yeah, there you go. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I don't know how to do my taxes. All right, cheers, boys. This is the hard sell.
Is this a sipper? Is that what
You can sip. You can sip all you want. I'm not.
I'm going to throw it behind me.
I could use a touch more sugar, but I was very good.
Yeah, I would say a touch more. You still get that mustardy taste from it.
Well, yeah, I was about to say you could just use a whole handful less of the
Malört. Right. Speaking of mustard,
right there.
I got a really good story for you. You were gone. I mustard gassed myself.
Oh, I was there.
Nick was there.
I was there. I was the saving grace.
Bro, yeah, if Nick was there, there's a good chance I could have. Once every 3 years, you read a story about someone in our industry who created mustard gas because they were mop and ammonia and bleach and then triglyceride, whatever they added. And the moment I made it, I got hit. And I was just like, "Oh, that smells bad." Oh man, that's a lot of bleach. I didn't know what I put in it, and I was like, "All right, cool." I get behind bar, I start mopping. Nick walks by and he makes a face. I'm like, "Mustard gas! I made mustard gas!" And I just grab the bucket, I run in the back to try to throw it out, and then I just start leaking. I'm fucking not bleeding, but I was like everything out of every orifice in my face except my ears was something coming out of my mouth. I spent the next hour throwing up.
Yeah.
It was disgusting, and thank God you were there.
Yeah,
I thought it was going crazy, and you're like, "Oh, you made mustard gas."
You made mustard gas, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you actually looked it up for a second.
I had to look up, because it happens in our industry all
Looked
the
it up
time.
real
Well,
quick.
yeah, I was gonna. What exactly is that?
Yeah, mustard gas. Yeah.
What goes into?
So just
So
like
he put
bartender mustard
bleach,
gas.
he
is
put
what it-
bleach and then the wrong other chemical.
Yeah, it's something that's in the floor cleaners.
Yeah, that he wasn't supposed to
hmm.
mix.
Sulfur compound. No, not like what is mustard, but like make your own mustard gas with or restaurant mustard, whatever.
Yeah, and
It was something. So I
yeah.
mixed the ammonia and then like something in the cleaning agent that's in the degreaser.
It might have been
Mixing.
Yeah.
I think it's degreaser and then fucking don't talk about the spelling. Degreaser and then bleach. I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a really scary moment.
Yeah.
And I was like holding it together because he didn't need me to be freaking out.
Yeah.
But like inside, I'm like,
it wouldn't. No, as I'm face first in a bucket watching you, I'd be like, "I'm gonna die," but he was like, "Bro, you're good." I was like, "I'm so
no,
good.
I'm like, you
I'm
throw
so good."
up. I said, get everything out your system.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean up,
Yeah.
but you do your thing.
Yeah.
And that bucket that you did that, I think I don't know if that was my first stint or my second stint at Bungalow. That bucket
How
sat
to
out.
make mustard gas?
That bucket sat behind
They're
that
gonna tell
fucking
you how to do that.
dumpster
Yes, they
for
will.
like a year.
Yes, they will. Yeah. Sorry, say that one more time clean. My bad.
The bucket, it was a mop bucket that you were like throwing up in and blah blah blah. That shit, and that had the shit in it, sat out back for like a year. Never got brought back in,
With the
but I
throw up
also
in it?
never threw it away. I just like
Why wouldn't you?
it was like on the corner. It was a dude. I also didn't want to be exposed to it.
Fair.
But I needed to help my boy, so it was
yeah.
just like it was.
Yeah.
It was scary. I went home, told my old lady about it. She was not happy.
Ammonia and bleach. That's what I
Ammonia
thought.
bleach.
Yeah, ammonia. and
I thought it
bleach.
was
Yeah.
ammonia and
And the
bleach.
ammonia.
And then
I
the
think,
ammonia
was
is in the degreaser.
degreaser.
Yeah, for anything that's got a lot of grease, the ammonia helps break down the grease for like
Yeah.
the fry station. They use degreaser on the floors there. Yeah, so
it's like
I
you
mixed
thought
those
the
two.
right thing because you're like, okay, floors are dirty,
yeah,
greasy.
obviously we have
I'm
greasy
gonna-
floors, and we should obviously bleach them
Okay,
too.
But my thing is,
Those things are side by side.
at
right next to each other,
Bungalows,
yeah.
they have the hose.
They're
You
next to
just-
each other.
The hose wasn't working.
No, that was
The hose wasn't working, so I had to grab the container. I was like,
Yeah.
a little bit of this,
You're
a little bit of this,
making it.
and then once
Yeah.
I added the other one, it just hit me like a fucking
a
invisible
bomb.
cloud. I was like,
Yeah, it's a bomb. Yeah.
Those vapors got you.
"Ooh, that's strong ass fucking bleach, man."
Got 'em. Yeah, the
Yeah.
vapors.
Got 'em.
Yeah, maybe the vapors.
Yeah. It's funny because I had a guest just yesterday, Justin and Angie were in there, and they were like, they saw me almost trip, but I caught myself really fast, and they were like, "Have you ever like tripped and fell?" I was like, "What?" They're like, "We just saw you like kind of trip over the thing, but like you caught yourself really fast like a cat." And I was like, "You know what's funny is I mustard gassed myself like a year ago, and then when I came for the next shift, I tripped behind bar. I still caught myself, but it was like
Yeah.
I was like, whoa!" And then Brooke was like, "Watching you fall was like watching a cat trip. Like it never happens. You're so light on your feet." And I was
Yeah.
like, "I should go home." Like
Yeah,
that's why I
you
was.
did. You
That
went
was
home.
my cue. I was like,
Yeah, you went
"Oh, I
home.
should go home."
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Because I couldn't remember anything past 2 minutes. If you told me something, I'd be like, "Yeah."
Man. So it affected you for
Yeah,
For
yeah, yeah.
multiple days, yeah. Because that was a Monday. I called out Tuesday,
Yeah.
but still Wednesday, Thursday, I was gone.
Yeah, I think I bartended that Tuesday because you no Tuesday. I wouldn't have worked that day, but yeah, it
Could've
was,
been- it could've been,
I
who
wouldn't have
knows,
worked, but
yeah.
either way, yeah, it was. I remember it, and I was like, shit, dude, like.
I thought you were going to transition into saying
using
that
the
you
same
ended up with
glasses, don't
superpowers.
Oh yeah, no, no,
Yeah,
not
that's
at
what I
all.
was kind of getting towards. I was like,
That shit
damn, all
was
right.
scary.
No,
He was like, I was laying on my feet.
I literally just told the story yesterday, and you've been saying mustard, 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 and I was like, oh shit, he doesn't actually know the story.
Yeah, the mustard,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that's wild. I got a dump bucket over here for the next time. Yeah, totally cool. So
Yeah, I was going to say, is it disrespectful if I don't finish
yeah,
this?
dump bucket right there.
Awful, dude.
No, I had one sip. I'm like,
Oh, I feel like that's gonna be the best of the cocktails, but yeah.
That's the best
I will
of
be
I hope
taking
so, yeah.
sips.
Christ.
This is the.
Are they all Malört related?
They're all Malört.
This is the Malört Hour, sponsored
it's the
by
Malört
Wisconsin.
Hour,
Oh my god.
Yes. Be serious? Yeah.
And quit saying sponsored by Wisconsin.
Yeah, it is.
Don't
Yeah,
put
it is.
that hate on my
Wisconsin.
It is, dude.
Do not put that hate on my
Are you
stomach.
telling?
Shout
Look,
out
don't
to
be
the
mad,
cheese
man.
curds.
You get to drink this, feel like shit later. Think about what the fuck I have to do after this, after drinking this.
He's not in the text thread. He doesn't know.
No, he does. I told
okay.
him.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
he knows.
Cool,
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. Is there something? I mean, I know you got vodka sodas. Do you like? You wouldn't drink something else?
I just go for that.
Oh, well, give me what's in that bag real quick.
I'm worried about what's in this bag.
I'm actually really happy what's in that bag. It made me feel like a 13-year-old again.
You touched it. You touched it.
Iced.
You touched it. Can you describe to the guests at home what just happened?
I just got iced.
What does that mean?
Well, your people who you thought were your friends, what they do, they hide it in some kind of fashion, make you touch it. Once you touch it, you gotta house it. So thanks for having me
Salute.
for this.
Sponsored by Wisconsin.
Good night.
Yo, you're gonna be such a good bowler tonight, bro.
Now,
Like,
I have
I
a
love
question
that.
about
Yeah.
the iced in the house. Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be an ice house when you do that? Because
I don't know.
Because I'm only putting things together because you said you got iced, and then if you touch it, you have to house it.
Oh, I didn't know
There's
that,
a
yeah.
beer called
I know Ice House. Yeah.
So I
You got it, baby.
That's the only
He's right
reason.
there.
Damn, yeah.
He's right there.
He's a savage.
I know Ice House, but no, I didn't know
Okay.
that. Yeah. I just know if you ice somebody, they have to
damn, bro.
finish it.
Yeah.
I never said house.
That was
before.
so cold too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been sitting in the freezer here.
Oh,
Oh, he's got it too. Look at
got
the
two.
camera.
Boom,
Look at
boom.
the camera.
Yeah.
Whoo.
Damn.
Whew.
I used to
Hey,
steal
but you know
so
what?
many of those.
We've made people cry, but not for that reason.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I would challenge one of y'all
Yeah.
to do what I just did right.
No,
No, my heartburn
That's
would
why
go
you're a guest.
crazy.
you're a guest. You know.
My heartburn would go crazy.
House rules, baby.
And Prilosec you got to take for 2 weeks in a row for
Yeah,
it to
for it
start
to fucking work.
Yeah, I
That's
got
so
yeah,
ridiculous.
it's so stupid.
Oh man. Oh. Don't feel blow. Okay.
Thank you for that.
Totally cool. So, how are things out in Wisconsin, man?
So good.
Do you got friends like this out there?
Yeah.
Things are good?
definitely. Yeah,
Things
things
are
are
good?
good.
Yeah.
Things are good.
This is a friendship torture hour right now. Is what you're
Yeah.
going through right now, and I apologize.
I feel it.
but I don't feel that bad about it. If I'm being honest, okay? Because you ducked me the last 3 times you came back, didn't even let us know. So just letting you know.
You know what?
Hey, Billy, I know you're watching. He does it to everybody here. Only reason I know he was coming to town because Dan told me. No, I'm just kidding. You told me. You did tell. You told me this time. You told me this time.
This time, well, he has given me a lot of hell over and
Because I want you on the show. Your
I wanted
energy,
to,
your
too.
energy matches the
It
show.
belongs here. Yeah, it belongs.
100%.
I wish
No,
I
stay in
was around
Wisconsin.
here.
But like, yeah, you.
The
yeah.
show. The
I
show.
guess not.
Next time you can zoom in.
Yeah. Oh, you're still probably zooming more than John shows up, so you're fine.
Right. I fuck around and move to North Carolina. I'll be on the show more than Josh.
So Wisconsin's good. You're bartending out there, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a family bar, though, right?
Honestly, it's very similar to Bungalow, which
Yeah.
made it a very easy transition.
Yeah.
I actually first worked there while I was on vacation. So I was there for about.
Was it vacation or was it
It was a long
COVID?
vacation. It was like I was there for
it-
like a month.
Did you go there to vacate? Wasn't COVID? I thought you went out there for COVID.
It was before COVID.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I had just like guest bartended there.
Celeb.
Well, not even that actually. So I served. They were really low on people. My aunt works there.
Yeah.
Most of my family, like I've got a lot of family at that bar. But so my aunt works there, and she told the owner, "Hey, he'll be good right away. He can train really fast." I could only work for the 2 weeks that I was going to be around still.
Yeah.
But they said, yeah, I trained for literally 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And then was just out by myself on the floor.
Hell yeah, G.
Mom and
it.
pop bars will do that to you.
Oh yeah.
You're capable. Okay, learn this for an hour, then you're out there, man. If not, then get the fuck out.
My first shift at a my first shift at Bungalows was I just turned it down because he was shaking. Yeah, my first shift at Bungalows, St. Patty's Day. My first shift, like not train. I trained one day. Jake threw me the menu and was like, "Here you go." I realize now that like he did not. Yeah, shout out Jake. He did not like me, and he was like hoping I would fail. He didn't know what he was dealing with, dog. He didn't know, boy. You throw a bull to the bulls,
Yeah.
Alpha come through, baby. I
Hey,
wasn't.
look
I
who's
definitely
still
wasn't.
here.
Damn! I didn't say it. That's his. That's his boy. That's his boy. That's his boy.
I don't know him.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. Whatever. He stole money from me. Fuck out of here. Yeah, no. So like my first shift at Bungalows is a mom and pop shop that has a bit of a franchise, but we knew the owners, we knew the mom and the pop from it.
It's mom
So-
and pop for sure.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, my first shift was with Alyssa and Melissa, and I did St. Patty's Day, and I worked from 12 to 9. My first shift by myself from 12 to 4. I stayed with them until 9. They didn't give me any money. They tipped me out $20, and then Trevor gave them shit, and the next day they gave me like $1.50, $1.50. And I was like, damn, oh, you guys like. It was like that. They're like, yeah, we made an extra like $700 while you were here, and I was like, and you gave me 20 fucking bucks. Like, well, you were technically training. I was like, I wasn't training. No, I wasn't training anymore. And Jake was like, you just give him 20, whatever. Fucking get. He was a dick. He didn't like me.
Remember?
Yeah, he used to do that too. Yeah,
I replaced Brandy, his girl.
Yeah.
So I always felt that like he had that against me. He was just like, oh, this is the guy who's replacing.
I'm gonna get her back.
Yeah.
It's always weird fucking with the replacement.
Yeah.
Because like the replacement didn't get the person who they're replacing out of there.
Yeah, I wasn't like, hey, you should quit now, take your place. Yeah. She's just like, hey, you want to work here? And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to work there. Are you serious? Yeah. But that's your
Bungalows used to be hard to get into for the long. Like it was really like the spot to try to get into.
It was the first job I ever interviewed for and didn't get the job.
Damn.
Jake actually interviewed me my first time that I was trying to get in there, and told me that I was not going to. Well, no, didn't tell me. Told my sister, who had worked at Bungalows at the time, that I was not going to be hired because I looked like a crackhead. But this is when I had the long shaggy hair.
When are you going to grow out of
that? Well, look at Bungalows now.
Yeah, I was about to say, saying it's hard to get in there, like behind bar, is a weird shot to take at Decante after you just glazed them all that time. Like,
well, for me, when I first started, I came in on like I think it was like a Friday or Thursday.
Yeah.
No, it was a Monday. I'm sorry. Came in on a Monday, interviewed with him, and he was like, "All right, you start tomorrow." I was like, "All right."
Wow.
That was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then it took me. But then Billy got hired right after me, and he got pushed in the pool off.
Billy fucking got
like I was like, what the?
But honestly, who doesn't like Billy?
Yeah,
He's
no, that dude's
the
dope
most
as a
likable
motherfucker,
dude
yeah.
that
White people
sounds
do
about white.
Shout out to Mac.
Sounds about white.
Billy breaks that barrier.
You guys were getting opportunities before black people were there, putting in the work and not getting that opportunity.
Who would have thought?
He got hired easier than I did.
Okay.
Hired easier does not mean promoted faster.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I feel like the first time I had come into
corporate
Bungalows,
it took me a while to get here.
I met you and Jake. It was at Thanksgiving, and I came in because Hard Times wasn't letting me in. So, because they had their whole thing going on, they were IDing. So I was like, oh, let me go to the spot.
They were ID.
And then I looked up the pool.
Shout out Bungalow. No ID needed.
They had that whole thing going on where they were checking people's IDs.
Following the laws and bullshit. Like,
I had these 16-year-olds.
we check IDs. This is what we do. This is what we do.
Who I am?
Oh, I got an afro. You know how old I am? Like, what are you doing?
I'm still doing this.
But then I walked in and like I saw Jake and I was asking him if there were tables. I'm pretty sure you were at the host stand and you were like, yeah, no tables. I was like, yeah, let me speak to a manager. And he was like, yeah, I ain't got no fucking tables for you.
You know Jake came out.
Not welcome.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, yeah, whatever, bro. And I left.
Damn.
Funny thing, I'm not surprised by any of this.
He 100% never really gave racist vibes. Like,
True.
Yeah. But a lot of the promoting that happens within our establishment, Greg, hold on, wait a second.
Greg.
Shout out Ron for commenting Greg's name in the other week. Love that.
Couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
This is a Charisse episode.
So let's try this next Malört sponsored drink.
Dude,
Shout out Wisconsin.
What
is wrong with us? This was your idea.
Yeah, dude, you're from Wisconsin.
No.
You said last night, you're like, oh man, we won't be drinking Malört, will we? And I'm like, well, you don't want to do it, so we're going to do it now.
Yeah, you did that. This is a comedy fucking show.
Comedy drinking podcast where we talk about the restaurant industry, and your industry is known for
Not Malört.
Nah, okay.
Don't point at me and think I'm going to say Malört. No,
this is the
we don't
Malört
even have that at the bar I work at.
This is the Malört
respect our
highball.
guests.
Oh, you respect your guests?
Yeah, we
We
don't.
don't respect you. So,
We don't.
this bottle's going to sit, once we finish this for the day, it's going to sit there for years. But
It'll be there when I come back.
Like the bottle 151 at my job. That's
There you
just
go.
in there. It's just there.
Decade, please
what's
introduce this cocktail.
All right, so this is the Malört Highball. It's kind of going to have tequila, fresh lime juice, orange juice, Malört, and ginger beer.
This one's got a little bit of Malört. It's 3-1 tequila
Yeah.
to Malört. So
Okay.
It should be a lot.
But there's a lot of
Six.
ginger beer, and I hate ginger beer.
And it was John pouring
you
it,
hate
so
ginger beer.
are
I
the
didn't know
portions
that.
really exact?
Yeah, it's also John pours, so you never know what John pours.
Yeah, John did the two, like,
It's a
ice
whole ounce in
cubes.
this.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys.
Salute.
Next time I like more ice, John.
No, PA.
You're the PA.
That's your fucking job today to do
You
that.
can see
I
the
would
fucking
drink
door, bro.
This one's not that bad. I like
This
it.
Well,
one,
you,
just
Gigante, you like
tastes-
ginger beer. Please describe to the guys.
Yeah.
What's this doing to your mouth right now? Pause.
Hey, no,
Diddy.
we don't. Yeah, we
No
say no
Diddy.
Diddy now.
No Diddy?
No Diddy.
Diddy.
Yo, too soon.
Jeez, no Diddy. That's funny.
Let me
Okay.
give me one more sip.
Okay. Look at the camera when you do it.
Yeah, no, it's,
Mustache, baby. Good for you. Good for you. You're getting so much better on camera. Not with your words, but like just looking at it. So
hey, it's good. It's very refreshing
like I
at the
said,
beginning,
words.
and then at the end of it, the Malört does come up. That mustard taste isn't that powerful, and I think that's what makes the drink.
I'm interested to see what wormwood tastes like because I see wormwood all the time when I play like Skyrim and shit. And you're like, you need some wormwood to
Yeah.
mix when you're, I'm obviously an apothecary. Y'all know me, dog. So that's my class. Dark elves.
I'm a tank.
You know who I'm looking at when I say dark elves.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Oh no. Oh wait. Oh, more like wood elf. My bad.
Okay,
You're right. You're
thank
not
you.
that dark. My bad.
Thank
I apologize. Okay, Brenton. Skyrim hard right now. And, hey, anybody like Skyrim? Those are great jokes. Yeah. How did you like that drink though?
Honestly, it kind of just reminds me of like a dark and stormy almost type of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
But worse.
Oh, I think it's just the ginger beer there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like-
it's a liquor, lime, and ginger. Yeah.
Yeah, what do they call the tequila mule? Is that called a
Mexican mule. Yeah.
Of course they call
Well, why do they call it a Mexican? Is tequila
Yeah.
Mexican, right?
So
They're,
legally, for it to be called tequila, it has to be made within the confines of Tequila, Mexico. If not, sometimes they call it like a mezcal. Some are made
Like
out
a
of
mezcal,
Jalisco,
okay.
but like
I'm
yes,
thinking totally different countries.
You
so now
you
I'm-
can't. There's no such thing as Japanese tequila.
tequila, right?
Yeah, because the agave plant, I don't know if it's strictly grown in Mexico alone,
Okay.
but the blue agave, it's one of the only places it's ever made.
This is
in
me
Mexico.
being ignorant to tequila being from Mexico. I thought it was from another a South American.
Yeah, it's named after the region, just like Burgundy wine,
Yeah.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Mexico or Tequila, Mexico is an actual city.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I should have looked into that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool. Thank you.
That's all good. Yeah.
tequila is made from
Oh, the
heart.
plant's called a piña. The piña.
Tequila is made from the heart of the agave plant, which is called the piña.
Piña.
That's kind of a dirty word.
Yeah. Oh, pinga, right? Isn't pinga mean something?
Pinga.
Pinga?
Mexico,
Pinga means something?
Mexico
I don't know,
has a
pinga.
copyright on it on tequila in 1974.
Huh.
Damn.
DeConte said he liked it. Tastes like shit to me.
Yeah, big time.
I
Still
like
tastes the
ginger
more.
beer. I do like ginger beer. It just tastes like shit.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Well, I'm gonna give a little preview into later. I know we're gonna be talking about my little Wisconsin Bargoyles stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm adding this punishment since you guys want to be dicks to me.
Yeah.
This dump bucket is gonna get a lot of my drinks.
Yeah.
Whoever loses the
what?
Bargoyles
Oh, the bar dice. Yeah, okay.
will have to take a shot out of our dump bucket.
Yeah, I won't be doing that.
Nick's
I'll
not,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, I won't be doing
He's-
that.
yeah.
I don't get down like that.
Come on, dog.
No,
Y'all are making me do this.
no, man, we're all doing
No,
it.
here's the thing: is no one's making you not finish your drinks like a bitch.
Okay.
I'm just saying,
okay.
like, mine's gone.
Yeah, I'm
Not yet.
not drinking
Yeah.
mine. And I will
Yeah,
not.
but
do
here's
that.
the thing:
Crush that ice.
yeah. Oh my, a Smirnoff ice. Oh my days,
Right.
my lord. Oh, they rode into town on their horses and
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
took
actually
Smirnoff
upset.
ice.
I'm upset that was what happened. I wanted some of that.
He loves that malted
Yeah,
beverage.
it
dog.
tastes like
Yeah.
Sprite remix.
It's good. It is good. It is good.
The hardest part
Smirnoff
was
is good.
it was cold. It was
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So,
Ice cold, baby. Yeah.
so this is the first time I'm gonna say this to a guest. You can fuck off. I'm not
respectfully.
respectfully.
Also, no one else is dumping in there besides you. So I'm trying to figure this out right now.
Yeah. And this isn't a frat fucking podcast. That's a whole frat boy.
Yeah, we still have to go to like 3 different restaurants after this and go bowling. Like,
Yeah, right.
And karaoke at fucking Brittany's.
Brittany's.
No, I don't know.
Oh, is it
Queen's
karaoke
Gambit?
tonight?
It's Queen's Gambit every night. but
Yeah,
I
they
think
do it every
Brittany's-
night
I think
there.
Brittany's does it on Wednesday.
think
There's
so,
also
too.
drag night. No, they don't do it. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
Wherever
we do.
y'all are trying to go.
Yeah.
We're
I'll-
taking you out. You're having a good
I'll
night.
be out. I'll be out with y'all too.
Out with the Bargoyles, baby. That's how we do. So, did you guys want to get into the little bar and bar friend, actually?
Yes.
I kind of actually wanted to talk about last night at the old Down Under.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, let's come back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we can like pull up the questions. It's a question. I have it as a question.
Oh, bad.
When John would do that shit, and when I'm in closing, I'm like, dude, put your fucking shirt back.
Hell no.
Saturdays, yeah. For the guests at home, because we probably just cut back into this, Isaiah, you just did something while we cut in between the scenes. They didn't really see it. What is T-shirt time?
So there was this very beautiful moment that
Between you and Arthur.
honestly,
It was him and Arthur.
So Arthur, I will give Arthur this.
Yeah.
He came
gave
up with
him
the
a
name. He came up with the name T-shirt time. But I started doing that. It was me and Billy used to work in pool hall, whatever. And I used to tell, and this is when I was a bigger boy too.
That was crazy because I'm crazy body conscious, and I would see you take your shirt off, and I was like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
Like what the heck? I don't have a good body, but like I would see your, amorphous blob of a shape, and I'm like,
Yep.
Wow, okay, yeah.
So that's all
Fat
the whole
boys will
thing
take the
of
clothes
just,
off.
just me
okay,
Fat
gotcha.
boys will take the
with
clothes
my own confidence and everything, kind of owning everything. But we would have our, we're trying to clear everybody out. So I would yell to the guests. I'm like, the longer you stay in here, the less clothes I'm going to have on. And then I'd take my shirt off. And then, weirdly enough, like as this chunky morphous of a body.
Amorphous.
Of a
Without shape. Without shape.
The girls wouldn't want to leave. They'd be like, yeah. I'm like, yo, what the?
Dump. Yeah, dump.
Yeah, God, man, those are times, bro.
Seriously, yo, it was a different.
Dakota,
Bungalows has gone through like phases.
Dakota, I love you so much. As a guy who gets like a little weird around gay stuff, for him to be like, man, we'd be taking off our shirts and hanging out. The more you hang out, the less clothes I wear. And for your reaction to be, man, those were the times. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
That's just because he always did it, like every night faithfully.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Saturdays. It was only Saturdays. I remember.
Nah,
It was
Every night.
not
Okay,
only
yeah.
Saturday.
I
was
probably
closing.
didn't work with you. I probably didn't work with you then. Yeah.
yeah. If I was closing, my shirt was coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake was really good about making me work shifts with people that, who are the shitty people. It's weird. John, Deconte. No, now you guys have to suffer because no one wants to work with me, so it's whatever. That's all cool. Oh, so T-shirt time. So you were a fan of taking off your shirt.
I don't know what it was, and then when I started at this bar that I work at now, it was weird for me not to take my shirt off after it was close time. But I was like, let me not do this, and everybody in here think I'm a fucking psycho.
They would have. They would have.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, that's wild. I'll give you that. That's so wild. It's a lot of fun. But that should bring us to our final segment of the night. Our final segment of this part. I don't know if we're gonna make it to lunch, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, we can have fun with this the entire time. We went to Carrabba's. It was cool. Chris Wessel, you're awesome. That's the lunch review.
We love that.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the lunch review.
That's the lunch review. Fuck that. If we break this in two parts, part 2. Hey everybody, check us out for part 2. In part 2, we're gonna go through bar enemy, bar friend. Deconte, what is bar enemy, bar friend?
Bar enemy, bar friend is where we find out. Do you order a round of waters for the table? Are you gonna order a mojito? Or you can order an old fashioned? Are you a friend to the restaurant, or are you an enemy to the restaurant?
Do you leave bugs in your drinks and still send them to the guest? Little things like that. We are going to ask and determine whether or not we think you're a friend to the bar or an enemy to the bar. Now, I want you to understand, if we think you're a bar enemy, that does not mean we dislike you as a human being. We just don't ever want to work with you or go drinking with you.
Fair
That
enough.
doesn't mean we don't like you.
Very
So
fair.
don't get hurt at home, because some of y'all are enemies, and you come on and we tell you you're enemy, then you get a little butt hurt, and then Deconte is like, "Why? We need more enemies." I'm like, "Yeah, but they get so hurt. They don't understand. We gotta establish it. Like, bar enemy doesn't mean you're a shitty human being. We just don't like you as a human being. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we'll see you for part 2. Bar enemy, bar friend. 4 with our friend Zay here. Kind of a new structure. We're figuring out how it's going. We're flying by the seat of our pants because we're having too good of a time, and lunch wasn't that special. So. Degraded and humiliated, broke my spirit. That is literally my pickup technique for everything. Part 2 of
I was gonna make a mention of how different ordering an old fashioned.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because you guys do a whiskey.
According to who?
Very different.
You guys have the orange. Yeah, don't have that. Type in Wisconsin old fashioned.
Would you be willing to take a drug test?
I like that we did this on the
Yeah.
No, because you chose a shitty fucking place.
Fuck you, bro.
What the fuck, man?